É, tem um probleminha, porque vai ter que entrar e sair de novo. Lisiane. Tem um probleminha, porque vai ter que entrar e sair de novo. Desculpe, foi a Vitória, né?
Josiane.
Perdão. É, não vai ter jeito. Não tá me dando opção aqui.
Ah, for me, it's okay. I stay here. But
Okay. So I have to get out of the people and come back again. So in this case, I prefer this way. Well, hello people from YouTube. My name is Ricardo. I'll be the host for today. Talking is a language platform. Today, we are talking in English, but there are another options: Italian, Spanish, French, and yeah, I'm not a teacher. I just a student, and I try to let the conversation easier, or I propose topics, and today we are talking on two topics. I believe that is necessary a kind of explanation regarding this topic because I believe a lot of people know, but some people don't really know regarding this topic. But first of all, let me request for you guys introduce yourself and tell a little bit regarding you and the dislikes, the other stuffs. Please, Alexandre, could you introduce yourself, my friend?
Yes, good morning, guys. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Alexandre. I'm 4 years old. I live in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, Brazil. I'm a logistics coordinator. Uh, my hobby jiu-jitsu. I'm black belt. I'm like exercising outside, spending free time in my family. Uh, in my free time, I like spend time in my family. I like read the books. I like I go out my wife in night, in evening. That's it, guys.
Okay, buddy. And you, Sydney, please introduce yourself, my friend.
Okay, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here, Ricardo, in your immersion. It's my first time, like you mentioned. As you know, guys, my name is Sydney. I'm 40 years old. I complete my 40s in the last Monday. I currently I
Congratulations.
live in Belo Horizonte. Thank you. Currently, I live in Belo Horizonte, and my profession, I work as an accountant. I have been working this field for the last 22 years. I'm here on Talk Talk since October 2023. So in the 2 months ahead, I will complete 2 years here. So I really like to stay here on Talk Talk. It's not just a conversational platform, but it's also a kind of a therapy. I kind of think that I enjoy to stay here, to participate in these immersions. In my free time, I like to read books, articles in English, watch movies, TV series without subtitles in English. It could be hard at first time, but after some episodes and some movies, we start to understand it better. And I like to stay with my family, to spend my time as well, and to play some games and some video games, board games with my son. So that's it about me. Thank you.
Hello, guys. Hello, Victoria. Please, could you introduce yourself?
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria. I am 21 years old, and I study of information technology, and I'm professional in this field. I live from Uberaba, Minas Gerais. I live with my parents, and in my free time, I enjoy read the books and listen to music. And is this? Thank you.
And the last not least, please, Josiane.
Okay, good morning, guys. My name is Josiane. I'm 34 years old. I'm living in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais. And I am a physical education teacher. And I also a student of doctoral in this field, physical education.
Nice.
And I my week is very hard, but I try
Yeah.
exercise every day because exercise very good with my mind, with my body, us mind, né, in general, and the exercise relax me. And I am physical education teacher, so I am an example of my professional life. In weekends, I like play volleyball with my friends. I like visit my parents. I like read the books. And is
Yeah.
this?
Great. Well, as I told, I believe that's necessary a kind of explanation. Yeah, some people know, and others not so much. And there is a small difference between the both one. The confirmation bias is viés de confirmação in Portuguese is regarding the bubble. The bubble where, for example, a lot of people living in the same community or group of the people, and the people have the same interest, the same knowledge. So sound like you, for example, have the same opinion. So in this case, when it surge another opinion, this person became a little, how do you say, uh, yeah, there is a kind of resistance to join another people or another idea. Regarding the effect, né, the Dunning-Kruger effect is different. Né? For example, when you start knowing another information, another kind of information, it's common. You don't really know all of the stuffs. It's just a beginner, and you know another information. You accept and understand that another information, but each moment that you learn more and more, you really notice, oh, I don't really understand this thing. Uh, with more information to receive, more necessity or more the conscience that you don't really know this person. But at the beginning, this is the most part of the people uh, have a kind of uh, oh, I'm an expert and I'm an expert from this thing, and the people that is really expert and they really know all of the facts understand, wow, I don't really know this thing. So in this case, for example, if you request information for a person that a beginner, suddenly this person could pass for you uh, not exactly uh, a, a good information. Sometimes this person is wrong because he is not an expert, is just a beginner, but this person have a lot of confidence and this suddenly you pass a wrong information. Besides of the another person, really expert sometimes don't have patience or don't feel comfortable to send the information for you or pass the information for you, and the information don't really right. So that's weird, but occurs a lot. Occurs a lot because particularly nowadays, the people, uh, some people start uh, beginning in a specific topic, suddenly put information on YouTube, in the another media. Suddenly, this person is sound like an expert, but is not a real expert. So this case is a kind of problem. So, guys, let me request for you, Sydney. Could you tell me the question number one, if you want, or because I given a kind of explanation, if you
Huh?
prefer, could you read an answer number two?
No, no, it's good. I think, yeah, in my opinion, I think, yeah, the bias, the confirmation bias is a kind of tendency that the people use to search,
Mhm.
interpret, and information. I think to confirm their prior beliefs or values. And if I, like you said, I think that this kind of affect the crook, the
Danny-Kruger
Dunning-Kruger effect.
effect.
Yeah, it's the people who has a low knowledge, they overestimate their abilities, but for the ones who has a highly competence or knowledge, they underestimate their abilities, their knowledge. But the difference of the both of them, in my words, is the confirmation bias is how we process the information, how we search, we're looking for the information, and Dunning-Kruger is the fact that the how we assess our own competencies. So, like you said, for the people who has a highly competent, highly knowledge, they know that they must to study more to achieve a set level, because that they used to underestimate their knowledge. But for those who study less and they don't dedicate so much, they know a little and they think that it's enough to discuss with a specialist, to discuss to
Mhm.
show them in different ways, for example, in the digital, in social media accounts and things, to be a, a specialist, to show them like this kind of person.
Great, my friend. How about you, Alexandre?
Uh, I I think depends of people. For example, people mind open, learning de viés. Tipo, ela vai receber um viés e vai aprender com isso. People have Dunning-Kruger, not learning. Hum, that's it, guys. That's it. Eu
Okay,
queria,
buddy.
eu queria falar mais, só que não tem muito vocabulário.
Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. And yeah, that's part of the process, my friend. How about you, Josiane?
So I agree with Alexandre, and the person needs is open of lear. So in confirmation bias, I think the person who believes, for example, who believes that coffee is bad for your health, so they pay attention about it to news about the risk of coffee, and they ignore research of uh, show it's beneficial for anything else. In the Danny
Kruger.
Gruger.
Igual
Thank you.
Fred.
Yes, and it's about the overestimate and the underestimate abilities
Sure.
due to lack of real and your competence. And for example, Someone who has never studied music believes they play guitar like professional.
Yeah,
While an experienced one professional in music see many flashes in your performance is more critical. So I think this.
great. Well, let me skip for the next. Number two. How can confirmation bias make the Dunning-Kruger effect worse? Yeah, because there could be the mix between the both uh, theories. Because, for example, you or insert in a group on Brazil, the common the people used to say a bubble. Oh, you are in a bubble because you just live. For example, if you, I don't want it to create polemic. It's just an example. If you, for example, is work in a private company, you have a lot of people have the same feeling. And if you work in a public uh, company, a public department, is a different. I believe that it should be the same. In my opinion, should be the same. But uh, the on the public service, the people have more stability, uh, and the sometimes in a private company, the people don't have some kind of things. For the hand, sometimes on private companies, the people have more is more connected because of the obligation. So I have to work hard because I could quit. Yeah, sometimes the people have this kind of feeling. They belong to group and have yeah, this person work hard too. Doesn't matter if you is a company. That doesn't matter if it's a public or a private service. And the sometimes, for example, a kind of a person live in the same group, a kind of a bubble, and they don't want to check another site. I believe that is so important. Sound like a king. This person live as a king or a president. Sometimes every people around this person just accept and agree with this guy. So in this case, it's a little dangerous because could be another perspective. This another perspective is better sometimes, and this person don't really know. This person was inserted in a kind of bubble, and this person feel like an expert, but is not a really expert. So in this case, I believe that this kind of mix is very dangerous, in my opinion. How about you, Josiane? Could you tell me regarding this question, please?
Yes. So, and if a person with confirmation bias only see information that they believe, this will worsen because the Dunning-Kruger effect is they will only have information that confirmed this they believe. So, as you said, and a group of believe in one question and don't listen other group or other information. I think is very close. The group is very close and it soma, né? Vai só aumentando esses efeitos.
Yeah. Yeah, got it, Josiane. I couldn't agree more. How about you, Alexandre? Could you tell me?
Uh, I think one people with Dunning-Kruger, people não aceita opinions de outras peoples. Então, é, I have some friends with Dunning-Kruger, but outro name. É para mim aqui é é teimoso mesmo. É people que não not aceita outras opinions e, e these people
Uhum.
sempre é correct. É people's difficulty very difficulty de
Yeah,
lidar.
yeah, okay, I agree. Sometimes I believe that this person is innocent, is don't he in your mind, this person have a kind of sure, oh, that's right, is innocent. On other situations, this person could be ignorant. Depends on the person. How about you, Mr. Sidney? Could you tell me what your opinion?
Yeah, I totally agree what you said, guys. I think it's a kind of example that the Dunning-Kruger effect is a kind of engine, and the confirmation bias is a kind of fuel that make it works. Because, for example, like the Ricardo said, the example that we stay in an environment that some leader used to say something and the people used to follow him in this opinion and they don't use to check it or to search if it's right or not. And another example, if that the people nowadays are discussing a lot about uh, the flat Earth, so Terra plana. So the people used to, okay, I'm going to search about it. So they start to search it in a wrong way. So I
Yeah.
think YouTube, I think other the internet starts to show them that it's okay that there are some acceptable information about it.
Hmm.
And oh, they start to say, oh, it could be real. So I was wrong in my entire life. So the books, the scientific sites, the scientists, they were lying for me for my whole life. So this kind of things starts to the people start to search this information in a wrong way because this platform they used to make us access it all the time because they used to make money on our access on our time. So I think yes, that's it.
Sometimes I understand what's mean. For example, pick up the Sidney's example, flat Earth, for example. You look around of you, it sounds like a plane, a flat. So, and the sometimes you climb the mountain and look around, oh, it's flat too. So suddenly, uh, this kind of idea could be understood like a logical information. So, but this kind of knowledge is very old. And for the other hand, for example, I watch a news regarding some information. For example, one Newton uh, creates the gravity law, or discover is more appropriate. Uh, the there is missing elements, time, for example, and a lot of time during almost centuries, the people understand the situation like true, and suddenly surge Einstein and they put another ingredient on this thing. So in this case, for example, the guys didn't understand, for example, I don't know how to say Mercurio in English. I forgot. And this planet don't fit from equation from Newton. So after some while, after one of Einstein created the relativity and the other stuffs, the guys understand, oh, that's the really reason, that's really why this kind of situation occurs. So, but this kind of knowledge have more than 2000 years. So in this case is it's weird, understand the thing. I answered the question number three in the same time. Uh, and the why might people with low competence be more confident in their abilities? Sometimes this person feel more confident, feel more pleasure. I don't know. One, this person could be Mercury. Yeah, I I think in my mind that oh it could be Mercury, but sometimes it's just a false cognate. And I'm thinking regarding this person feel better. Oh, I'm a smart person. I'm an intelligent guy, and suddenly could be this thing because it's hard sometimes. You work, you live in a group, and a lot of things is suddenly oh, I don't really know anything. So uh, I understand. I understand. It's not fair sometimes, but I understand the situation. How about you, Sydney? Could you answer this question too? Number three?
Yes, sure. Well, guys, for me, it could be the ignorance, the sense of the word, the lack of information. It could be also the excessive of self-esteem or arrogance, because there are some individual that they feel like the leader. They feel like I'm better than everyone. They have this kind of ego, a high ego.
Sure.
So it could be also confident. Let me see. Some people they have some personality that they use some tools to manipulate others. Maybe, for example, I'm going to be the leader of some place, for example, in a workplace. But I must to convince the others to follow my ideas, to follow all the things I know to control them. And they use this kind of strategy. I don't know, it happens in some time, and especially when we living around people that they have a low confidence as well, they have a low knowledge, and it's easy to manipulate to control them. So yes, it was my opinion.
How about you, Josiane?
I think it's because of a lack of no conhecimento, no
Knowledge.
knowledge, yes, of the overall situation. And if they don't know their limits, they think we are capable, capacity. So I think the people don't see your reality. I don't know.
Reality? I'm not
Rea
sure.
realidade.
Yeah, reality.
Reality, yes. And they created your reality.
Mhm.
And as Sydney said, other people's and go together in opinion. I
Sure.
think it is.
Yeah, I understand. And you, Mr. Alexandre, could you tell me your opinion?
É, I because é, I think because these people é, acham que sabe tudo, né? For example, in gym, I see other people make exercise wrong, uh, but people não accept a sugestão, né? A suggestion. Aí diz that is example.
Yeah.
That's it,
Josiane,
guys.
Josiane expert. You could make a question for
Sim,
her.
sim. Ela pode falar muito melhor do que eu sobre isso.
No, regarding the exercise. Né? So, uh, please, guys, Josiane, could you read and answer the next question? Could you be the four or anyone? Any any question that you want?
Okay, I choose question 5, okay?
Okay.
Can expert also fall victim to the Dunning-Kruger effects, or is it only benign? I think definitely yes, because I am an example. So when I was undergraduate,
Yeah.
I thought I knew a lot. Oh, I'm okay. I'm now. I'm no. I can know. Yes.
Sure.
And today I am in PhD program. So I perceived I know there are a lot of I learn. Okay.
Liar
And
or lie, actually.
what?
Lie, mentira. Né?
Não, learn, eu acho, aprender.
Learn.
Learn, yes, thank you.
Don't worry.
And so, I think it's my opinion que the more you student, more aware you are the a lot of information to learn.
Yeah.
I think it is so. And the example I said, the question one or two, I don't know. And the people and the don't professional in music, they think it's a professional. Ele fica até mais relaxado, eu acho, na situação. E when the people was professional in music, he procura
Search.
lá seus erros. I think this. I think the more information the people had, and more critical he is.
Yeah,
Critical with
sure.
yourself. I think this.
Could
Yes.
be yourself. Yeah, I completely understand. How about you, Alexandre?
I think especialistas é, acham que sabem tudo, né? But not, not accept opinions others people's. Em some case, né? No, no, no geral. Não no geral, mas algumas pessoas sim.
Sure. Yeah.
That's it.
How about you, my friend Sydney?
Yeah, it could be possible in some ways. I think specialists can be victim of the Dunning-Kruger effect. For example, for some reasons, for example, some of them they when they achieve a certain level, they stop their studies, and we know that we are living in a era of information. So the pace of information is so fast that when they stop it, the things improve a lot, develop a lot, and they don't follow it. And because this, they start to spread. not false information, but outdated information. And it could be, and they also, for example, oh, I'm right, I'm going to search for it. Yes, they will find it in a outdated content as well. So it could happen. It could happen if this kind of guy, if unfortunately, most of them, because they live in a bubble, in a bubble, they used to be arrogant. They don't want to speak or discuss these things with ordinary people, normal people. So because they could be victim of this effect, and well, I think these two reasons for me is the most
Oh,
reasons that could happen for them with them.
sure. Uh, I'm thinking regarding this situation. Sometimes it's a kind of blast, ignorance. Some people used to say ignorance could be a blast, because sometimes it's hard to know the truth. Uh, there is a old philosopher. I believe it's Socrates. It be. I believe that's almost sure regarding this phrase from Socrates. I know that I know nothing. So anything or sure. I in the when you learn more, you became sometimes less confident. So there are so much information that I needed to know yet, and this person sometimes studied during all life, uh, and the became uh, sometimes this person don't became more confident. Sometimes this person became more realist, because yeah, I'm arriving at the end of my life on this planet, and I don't really know all of the things. I really I I need to uh, accept, or I have to understand much more than necessary. So for the other hand, this kind of situation, bubbles and other stuff, nowadays there are a kind of a mess in my opinion, because sometimes, for example, there are a group of the experts, and these persons don't want to explain, or don't want to solve. These persons just live at the labs, or laboratories, or another things, and they just wanted to talk with another person. Um, for example, oh, I I'm a PhD and just wanted to become beside from these people too. So in this case, the real knowledge sometimes became keep away from the ordinary people. So that's a problem. This kind of situation, for example. Sometimes, for example, flat Earth is not so dangerous. It's weird. Sometimes it's sad sometimes, but it's not so bad. For example, for example, there are another situations, for example, vaccines. So is is a big problem, because there are a lot of people don't believe, or worse, this person believe that this kind of thing could insert in your body a problem, a virus or another stuff. So in this case, I believe that in, I would like to tell you regarding another situation. You could check, because of the internet, the stuff, we have access to a lot of information, and there are a group of the specialists have a kind of different idea from another. Sometimes, whoa, there are two PhDs, two experts, and they don't agree each other. So how I could analyze and check the best option if these guys don't agree each other? So in this case, sometimes it's hard to, no? For example, the people use telling a lot of things from the paper from human and the climate change. Né? So there are a lot of experts believe in another, a lot of experts don't believe. So sometimes it's hard. Né? Well, I talk a lot. I'm sorry. Let me move to another one. Please, could you, Sydney, could you, well, unfortunately, you don't have enough time to answer another question because it's almost at the end. So
Yeah.
let me request for the guys come back from the other room. And oh, well, could you talk a little more regarding this topic from another room, no? If you the guys understand. And but I believe that really uh, a lot of problems because of these situations. No? But I is another thing that you have to face nowadays. No? So democracy is a wonderful thing. No? Sometimes you have problems, but that's the best option. Certainly is democracy because the opposite is not good. Hello, Wanda.
Hello.
Hello, Desiani. I don't know what happened, but another integrant have some problem and went out from our room. So in this case, just keep you and Desiani. How about your conversation, Wanda? Tell me the
It was a really good conversation. I've never heard about this subject. I've never heard about Dunning-Kruger or confirmation bias. It's a really interesting subject. Thank you for bringing for us.
thanks.
And yes, it was a really good conversation with
Mhm.
Daisiane. She is beginner, but she doing a huge effort to know about the language.
Thanks, Wanda. It's more common that people used to say the word bubble. Huh? Oh, this guy live in a bubble, or this group live in a bubble. It's not so common, the technical name. Né? So, and
Yeah,
you,
really.
Desiani. Thanks. And you, Desiani.
I liked the conversation a lot. I found the topic very interesting.
Great. Thanks a lot. Have to